You could have earthy flavors, you could have herbal flavors. If you looked at the integral of that flavor, so to speak, it would be large. There's a big tank of argon in here. The wine never touches oxygen until it gets into your glass. It's always been a chef-driven restaurant. I like the scale of the restaurant. It's a small restaurant.
I noticed we were at the heirloom tomato dinner, and you'd come out after each course or before each course and tell a little story about sort of what was going on with it. Is that something you think a lot about, or is it completely spontaneous?
I think it's mostly spontaneous. I mean, I think for everything that we cook, or every ingredient, I have, you know, some very strong feelings and emotions about them. So it's just real easy to talk about, you know, what we're doing, why we did it, what it means to us, why it's important to you. I've been pretty lucky in terms of pests and things like that. I mean, I have a lot of herbs growing, a lot of tomatoes, peppers, a little peach tree, a little blood orange tree, a kumquat tree that I just planted up there, a bay laurel tree up there. Here we are. Oh, it's almost 7 a.m. You must need a glass of wine.
One thing I was impressed with, Josiah, was this contraption back here. It looks like you have a lot of wines and they're all on tap.
Right, so what this is a temperature and environment controlled wine bar. So there's a big tank of argon in here. Argon goes into the bottle, forces the wine out of the bottle. So oxygen is the enemy of wine. I mean, you've had a bottle of wine at home, you opened it up, it was a good or great bottle of wine. If it was a great bottle of wine, you probably drank the whole thing. If it was a good bottle of wine, you probably stuck the cork back in it, came back the next day, opened it up, and it was just an okay bottle of wine the next day, and by the third day it was a not so good bottle of wine, and by the fourth day you were pouring it down the drain.
Chemical reactions with oxygen.
Oxidation, right? Oh, let's see, idea number 10.1.18, KFD biscuits, harissa, honey. So it was like, that would be Kentucky Fried Duck. Be like duck confit done like in a fried chicken style. That didn't actually make it on the menu. Although looking at it now, it sounds pretty good. Some 2004 Friedmark Abbey Merlot. I'm kind of hot on this right now because it is an older vintage and it's just drinking really nice. Push the button.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Maybe I need one too. They never sort of jumped on this high alcohol, high fruit extraction bandwagon in Napa. I like, you know, the sort of more elegantly styled wines, lower alcohol, more food-friendly styles of wines. So those are some more pictures. This is just some sort of diagrams of how things are. If you look at the, you know, derivative calculus of this, if you looked at, say, you know, how steep is the curve, so to speak, you know, that might tell you how tightly defined the flavor is. If you think about, you know, how big is one standard deviation, that might tell you how wide is the flavor. And if you look at, you know, what's the integral of, what's the total amount of flavor in a dish, I mean, that's sort of like the integral of, you know, of the flavor curve. You know, you can stack it, several of those together to kind of encompass everything that's on the plate. Now, obviously, as you chew it up, those sort of discrete flavor profiles, obviously, you're actually mixing them together with your mouth. Stuff like this.
Is this pencil crayons? Or?
It's a pen. Well, this one's colored pencil. These ones are alcohol-based markers. Yeah.
Alcohol-based markers.
Yeah, they're good. You can actually kind of blend them together. They're pretty cool. Just to kind of work out what we're doing. This was some stuff I was doing for our patio menu this last summer. Just some little sketches. I used this as a. I actually scanned this and used it as a background for the actual menu, and printed the menu on top of this. It was kind of cool. Went to go see, our friend had waited in line for, you know, all day to get into the re-release of Star Wars. It was either Star Wars or The Empire Strikes Back. I can't remember which one it was, but I fell asleep during it.
Oh, just like this was your first date?
Yeah,
your now wife.
Yeah, I was like
to Star Wars, and you fell asleep.
Yeah, I snoozed off during it. So, you know, I've been here 7 years, and I'm just always trying to kind of push my, you know, push my technique, push my creativity. I have a great crew in the kitchen, so you know, we're always trying to push forward. Take care.
Don't encourage him. He's a gadget.
Looking good here. We can. I'm rolling. So.
Oh.
Oh, excellent. Well, we were just talking about you.
Yeah.